Ah, you found me again. Unhuman story time in my cave. Playing my games. Like a game-playing hermit. Welcome back. I am playing Arcade Spirits The New Challengers today. In our last episode, I was on the search for a new team. I shouldn't say new team because it's the first team that I will be on, but a professional esports team to play Fists of Discomfort 2. And my search has led me to this combination pizzeria, laundromat, arcade. What could I possibly find here? Well, I guess we'll see. I will go ahead and start the story now. But before I can really get my bearings, a figure moving by in an energetic blur bumps into me. Hey!
Oh, hey, sorry. Didn't see you there. You good? You good? Yeah. Oh, you good. Hey, nice to meet you. Can't stop and chat. Things to see, people to do. One side.
And she's off again, just like that. Storming the arcade like a Category 5 hurricane. Huh. That was odd. And it leaves me momentarily stunned and confused. Stun-fused, as it were. I wonder if they're on this team I'm supposed to join. As I continue my contemplations of first contact, a loud beeping from my phone distracts me.
Beep, beep.
Seeker, check this out. I used echolocation and public metadata to map out the entire facility to aid you in your exploration. Just tap on the screen to decide where to go. Curious, I check my phone and see a neon wireframe of the entire place, complete with icons representing people and places of interest. Huh. Okay, that's pretty handy. It'll really help me get my bearings of this place and the people who inhabit it. I'm tempted to do like 3 things at once. Do I head right into the arcade? Maybe follow the person I ran into? Iris did suggest I go get some food first. But whatever I do next, the decision is mine and mine alone. Hopefully, the person I talk to first is going to be my inroad for joining this team. Who will it be? Alright, I think I will follow Iris's advice and get some food. Man, I can go for a pizza right now. Of course, I could always go for a pizza, to be fair. Figuring I'd go ahead and take my new AI's advice, I decided to make my first stop to the pizzeria. Besides, the rumble in my stomach is telling me it's almost food times. I didn't exactly pack a lunchbox for myself. Hey, Ben and Matt, I remember you from the first game. How you doing? 2 middle-aged guys wait behind the counter to take my order. One skinny, one not skinny. One with a hat, one without a hat.
Hello. Hello. Welcome to Good Clean Fun. Good food, clean clothes, fun times.
Can we interest you in a slice of today's house special? Or some quarters for the washing and/or arcade machines?
I'd like, let's see.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
If I could interject for a moment, I feel the need to point out that when you have pizza on a bagel... Unsubscribe pizza facts. Okay, I want... I think I will take the house special. Live dangerously or don't live at all. I don't even look at the menu to see what the special is. I just bark out my order. The house special sounds pretty rad. I'll have that.
Excellent, excellent choice.
Finally, someone willing to embrace the adventure that is pizza.
They box up a slice covered in something. Lots of somethings. I shrug and take it, figuring Iris wouldn't lead me headfirst into food poisoning. With my transaction complete, I turn to go chow down. However, I don't make it far before they engage me again in conversation.
This is your first time visiting Good Clean Fun, isn't it? I never forget a face, and yours is a face I haven't forgotten because I haven't seen it before.
We like to introduce ourselves properly to new customers. It's a tradition.
He's my husband, Matt, and I'm Ben.
Whereas I'm Matt and he's my husband, Ben.
See, it's not confusing in the slightest. Just remember, I'm not Matt.
And likewise, I'm not Ben. Clear as crystal.
Oh, you silly goofs. And I'm Sydney. You can call me Seeker, though. It's a gamer thing.
Ah, no doubt you're here for at least 2 out of 3 of our offerings then.
The games. He means the games. And the pizza.
But what about the laundry? I don't want the washers and dryers to feel left out.
Look at those clothes. They're squeaky clean. No laundering needed.
That they are. Completely clean clothes. Curses. Foiled again.
I mean, when you wear pants that bright, you gotta make sure they're clean. Okay, now my head's reeling. Why exactly did Iris suggest I go see these guys first? For a healthy dose of calories and confusion? Yeah, the games. I heard there's a professional Fist of Discover 2 team that hangs out here. Indeed. We cater to the neighboring kids and families, true, but we've a fine assortment of regulars who visit our arcade. Master gamers all, and we're proud to sponsor them in their adventures. Wait, you're their pro sponsor?
Absolutely.
Positively.
Matt and I have a long history of working with arcade gamers. When we opened this new venture, we figured, well, why not carry on the tradition? Indeed, watching our friends from Arcade Spirits reaching for their dreams was truly an inspiration. And when we realized a local gang of friends here in Chinatown had similar aspirations, well, why not support them with a little sponsorship? Too true. We provide them with a stipend of quarters for their games, or their laundry, or both. And you fly them out to tournaments and give them team salaries and all that other stuff? Ben and Matt exchange an uneasy glance. Well, not as such. That's a bit of a tall order. Taller than a 48-ounce diet soda. But they've never really been interested in that sort of thing, yes? Not that I'm aware of. They're content to just play here and have fun. My hopes for a glorious esports future now fading. I don't get it. Why would Iris lead me to a bunch of local friends instead of putting me in touch with a professional team like I asked? Perhaps sensing my worries, Ben clears his throat to catch my attention. Let me take a guess. Iris led you here to join the team? I heard her chiming in earlier regarding the topic of pizza bagels. That would be accurate, yes. I mean, not that I would know a thing about illegally downloaded apps or anything. Ben winks and Matt taps at his head. Don't worry. We know a thing or two about Iris as well. Enough to know everything she does is for a reason. Not that I know what that reason is, but believe in Iris who believes in you, I say. I, for one, welcome our adorable future robot overlord. Me too. Right. So... I glance around at the weird mashup of 3 different businesses, curious. None of this really makes sense. I get the pizza and the video games, but laundry? Really?
Everything's coming up roses.
It's the perfect system. You eat some pizza, get cheese on your pants, toss them in the wash, and go play a game while waiting for them to dry. Meaning you're playing Pac-Man TM Sans Pants. Well, okay, not the perfect system.
Good, good.
Still, the principle is sound. Doubling up on activities is just the thing for this go-getting, high-speed modern lifestyle of the year 20XX. Well, yes, they are known for doubling up on businesses, or tripling up in this case. And I guess it makes the perfect hangout for a casual gaming team, too. Grab some chow, bring your hamper, get it all done at once.
Sensible.
Indeed.
I mean, if I had to go out and do my laundry, I would totally go to this place. But we've been talking your ear off and letting your pizza go cold. How unthoughtful of us. Go, go, eat and enjoy. We'll still be around if you want to chat another time. Just one more thing. Welcome home. Brushing off that whole experience, I settle in at one of the tables to devour my pizza. It's gooey and delicious and just what this hungry kid needed. But one thought lingers as I dine on my delicious dish. I pull out my phone to get clarification. Hey, Iris? Iris, online. What is your reason for leading me here exactly? I know I haven't actually met anyone from the team yet, but it doesn't sound like they're going to be what I asked for. Ben claims there's a reason for everything you do. Care to fill me in on what that reason is? Nope. And why not? Spoilers. Plus, it's something you have to come to understand yourself. One thing I've learned about humans is that you can't simply tell them how to fix their lives. It doesn't work. Instead, you can nudge them along a path that will get them where they need to be. That's my specialty. I was unaware I was in need of fixing. Self-awareness can be difficult for humans, I've found. Shrugging, I finish off my lunch and move on. I can sort out whatever that meant later. Other business to attend to. But before I go approach someone actually on the team, maybe I should take advantage of Ben and Matt's familiarity with them to learn a bit more.
Hello.
Hello.
How was your slice? Was it a little slice of heaven? Tasty, yeah. Hey, listen, I'm gonna go ask someone on the team if I can join, and I was wondering, well, whom should I approach? Ooh, a challenging question. The first one you talk to will be your in with the group. You'll want to make a good first impression. I suppose the question is, what sort of person would you like to meet? We can point you in the right direction. Alright, in the interest of full disclosure, I am already playing this game in my off time and I'm many levels ahead. So I kind of have an idea of who all the people are and what their personalities are like. And I think in this playthrough, I'm going to need someone... Oh, which one is it going to be though? It's going to be either competitive just like me or eager for adventure. Because I'm thinking Zapper. She's the one who I bumped into, I should say, in the first bit of this video. In my other playthrough, I bumped into somebody completely different. So it obviously goes with your dominant personality. So I think I'm going to try to go for Zapper because she is the one that I think is most compatible with Sydney as I've created them. I wouldn't call Zapper competitive necessarily. I think someone eager for adventure is more Zapper. It does, if I get it wrong, it's not that big a deal. Because it's not like I went in my other game, the person that I ended up bumping into was the person I ended up pursuing romantically anyway. So I'm just going to go someone eager for adventure. I'm setting out to conquer the world, so I need someone with a good sense of adventure to charge into battle with. Oh, okay, Loxley. Well, that does make sense now that I think about it. I believe you've just described Loxley to a T. He's patterned himself after heroes of legend and would be happy to join you. You know, actually, Loxley would be a good second. Not a romantic option, I don't think. I don't think Sydney would see completely eye to eye on him on everything. But there are certain parts of the story which I think, yeah, that makes sense. You can find him catching delightful prizes from our crane game over in the arcade.
Be seeing you.
Lead on, adventurer. Your quest awaits. Guess grabbing some pizza did benefit me in the end. I've got a better idea of what I'm walking into. Okay, whom do I want to talk to next? Well, I could pick Loxley, or I could just go straight to Zapper if I felt like it. You know what? I know they suggested Loxley, but I'm just gonna go directly as Zapper. Let's just do it the way that I know it's gonna happen. Upon setting foot in the small arcade for the first time, well, okay, so I've never been to an arcade before, not even for a birthday party, but I've been on the internet, I know things, and usually they're at least bigger than this. Shouldn't I be drowned out by the beeps and boops? Not if you drown them out. Why aren't there any children running recklessly down the aisle of games? Where's the smell of stale air and rusty tokens? Honestly, this is more of a caboose to the great locomotive that is good clean fun. There's a few games, sure, but they're packed into a small side room attached to the laundromat. Most are games I don't recognize either. Figuring I had a tiny search engine in my pocket that I should be taking more advantage of, I consult Iris to get the details before I dare approach anyone. Hey Iris, what are these games exactly? I hold my phone up so Iris can get a nice lay of the land through my camera.
Computing.
Let's see. Obviously the one in the middle is your favorite game, Fist of Discomfort 2. The driving game back there is Fast Cars 7, a worthy successor to the international phenomenon known as Fast Cars 5. What happened to Fast Cars 6? We don't talk about Fast Cars 6. Not anymore. And moving on, the light gun shooting game is Metalgeddon 4: Rise of Steel, affectionately known as MG4 by its fans, since the full title's a mouthful. The game with the marquee that just reads arcade isn't actually a game, exactly. It's a multi-cade. A what? A few dozen older games jammed into a single cabinet. Lastly, the crane game. Yes, okay, I know what a crane games are. Crane goes down, fails to grab a prize, comes back up, sadness ensues. That's really it, huh? I was expecting more? Okay then. Well, thanks, Iris.
Iris offline?
No problem. Now go out there and say hi to your new friends. With a shrug, I pocket my phone again. You know, Iris, you're the only friend I need. I mean, what better friend is one that just goes right in your pocket? Very informative, but there's one major problem with this tableau of arcade game goodness. Every single game in the small arcade is being played. Except Fist of Discomfort 2. The impression I got from Ben and Matt was of a more casual team, sure, but seriously? Nobody's playing? Something's off. No turning back now, though. With a shrug, I proceed onward. I approach the young woman busy playing the elaborately named Metalgeddon 4: Rise of Steel. She doesn't notice my approach, too engrossed in laying waste to the pixelated post-apocalyptic robot hordes. I may not know much about arcades, but I think I've heard of this sort of game. Light guns, right? They shoot light or something? No clue how that works. The one thing I'm pretty sure of is that she's using both the Player 1 and Player 2 guns at the same time. Despite the ridiculousness of that John Woo style, she's landing every shot. I should probably wait for her to finish, but just lurking without at least a single word is probably not cool at all. Hey,
Die! Die! Die!
Okay, I'll die. And then she's just tapping her foot, impatiently waiting for the boss robot to do something other than stand around posing.
Ugh, I hate this RNG boss fight. Either send drones in a predictable pattern, or don't bother sending them at all. I mean, can you believe this shit? It's 20 and game designers are still relying on quarter-munching RNG in their games. It's like, they don't give a crap about consistent pacing and excitement. It's totally okay for like 7 drones to hit at once and then nothing for 15 seconds, huh? Boring. But honestly, I feel worse for the speedrunners. I've got a cousin who's got the world record time on MG3, but it took hundreds of tries to get a perfect cycle. Finally, more drones. About time.
While I just stare on in silent confusion. Finally, after laying waste to the metal minions of the Metal-Geddon Metal Lord, she spares me a glance over her shoulder.
Who are you?
Apparently she doesn't remember me in the slightest from when she literally ran into me earlier. Okay? Bad first impression, huh? I like this one. I am the Metal Lord, here to register a complaint about your mistreatment of my metal minions. Impudent fleshling, I am the Metal-Geddon Metal Lord, and I have a sternly worded letter of complaint regarding your disparaging of my drones. How dare you slander the Metal Lord? My lawyers will hear of this. Cute. She resumes lasering down robots, but with a big grin on her face as she keeps chatting with me. So what's your deal anyway? I told myself I'd fake it till I make it, so I'll approach this with what at least looks like perfect confidence. If I act like I have my act together, maybe I can find acceptance. So, I'm looking to join an FOD2 team and... Sure, okay. Sounds fun. You're in. What? Seriously? She finishes up her game, holstering the Player 1 and 2 light guns before turning to face me properly. Seriously? We're pretty much stuck in a rut right now. Not chasing down FOD2 glory like we oughta, in my opinion. Maybe having someone else on the team willing to take things head on would be the swift kick in the ass Team GCF needs. She also gives me a good look over, head to toe, and nods in smirking approval. Helps that you're a hottie. I mean, I can't be providing all the hotness for this team alone. It gets tiring. So why not? You and I, two of a kind. Let's do this. That was suspiciously easy. But I guess I shouldn't complain. Never kick a gift horse in the mouth. Thanks? Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't mention it. We fisters gotta stick together, yeah? Phrasing. Fisters? Are we not doing phrasing anymore? What? I like little nicknames, so sue me. But fine, we'll do phrasing. I can do phrasing. So is that why it's called Team GCF? Because you'd like things short and snappy? Nah, our team doesn't really have any kind of official name. It's a, what do you call it? Working title. Before we get too deep, I should probably explain what our whole deal is. She assumes a more relaxed stance, casual-like, after her white-knuckle light gun blasting focus from before. We're Team GCF, for lack of a better name. Honestly, it's not much of a team. We all play FOD too, but we've also got our own things going on, you know? I love shooters, Domino's got his shmups, Grace is an RPG nerd. So if what you're looking for is some hardcore team of diehards climbing hand over fist up the ladder of success, you may need to look elsewhere. Unless you and I can turn things around. Who, me? Hell yeah! I was thinking we could join the Pro Tour. Really go for the gold. Now this is more like it. This is what I was hoping for. Sounds like a plan to me. With the Pro Tour on the horizon, I was hoping to link up with a team willing to go all the way. Hell yes! I'm gonna like you, I just know it. Provided you aren't a total trash bag at FOD too, of course. Want to see my ladder ranking? I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Meh.
Not important. If you're cool, you're cool. Rank's just a number. So consider yourself a part of Team GCF, working title. I mean, okay, I guess you should introduce yourself to the others first. Get some buy-in from them too. They're my friends, and I want them to be cool with you too. Don't worry, they're good people. Better people than me, at least. Okay, I can go talk to everyone else too. I'll tell them I already spoke with you.
Okay.
Sure, sounds like a plan. Trust me, you'll like it here. We're fun. We're weird. We're a big old load of weird fun jammed right down your throat. Gross. It's not so bad, as long as you learn to swallow. Then she pauses, as if trying really hard to remember something she forgot.
Ooh, right! I forgot to tell you my name. Duh.
She's this ready and willing to sign me on as her partner in crime, but totally forgot basic introductions?
Name's Zapper, as in the great-granddaddy of all light guns. As in zappa 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 kapow! You know.
I don't in fact know exactly what she's referencing. PC games have never had plastic gun controllers. And I'm Seeker. Which I told you before, actually.
Pleased to meet you. You seem kind of fun.
And also, as noted, a hottie, meaning you and I could hit the streets and run this whole town if we wanted to. She declines to specify if we'd be a hottie tag team or a mixed doubles affair in this particular scenario. You want to go a few rounds against the Metal Lord? I can give you some tips. Tip number 1, trigger discipline. And don't look down the barrel. That's tip 2. Tip 3 is hand sanitizer, cause kiddies love this game and they got gross hands. Before she goes too deep into her list, I decided to clarify a point. Can't say I've ever played one of these games before, but I've played plenty of first-person shooters on my PC. Basically the same, right? No. Not really, no. Light gun romps are on rails. They sweep you through a scene like a Hollywood camera director. Way more exciting. You know what else is exciting? Coming back for my next episode. Because this one's done. Thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. I'm enjoying it. It's going to be interesting playing as someone completely different than myself. If you could, maybe you could like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Alright. I'll see you all next time. Have a good one. Bye.